CENTCOM versus IRGC. World peace at stake as armies have been put against each other. What if one narrow stretch of water could shake the entire world economy? What if a single military decision could push global oil prices, stock markets, and even your grocery bill into chaos? Right now, that's exactly what's happening. The Middle East is once again on edge, and this time the stakes are global.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel Maz Reporter. Today we're breaking down a fast-developing crisis. The growing confrontation between the United States Military Command CENTCOM and Iran's powerful IRGC. At the center of it all, a narrow waterway called the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important oil routes on Earth. Let's understand what's happening, why it matters, and how it could affect you.
After intense peace talks between the US and Iran collapsed in Islamabad, tensions escalated quickly. Soon after, Donald Trump announced a bold move, a naval blockade targeting Iranian ports near the Strait of Hormuz. Now here's the key point. This is not a full shutdown of the strait. Instead, it targets Iran's ability to export oil and earn revenue. The operation is being handled by United States Central Command, the US military authority in the region. But Iran sees this very differently.
Iran's elite force IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, has called this move an act of aggression. From Iran's perspective, this is not pressure, it's a provocation. They argue that blocking their ports is a direct attack on their economy and sovereignty, and now what we're seeing is not just tension. It's a direct face-off between two powerful military forces in one of the most sensitive regions in the world.
Why the Strait of Hormuz matters. Let's simplify this. Imagine a narrow sea route where nearly 20% of the world's oil passes every day. That's the Strait of Hormuz. If something goes wrong here, oil supply gets disrupted, prices rise instantly, global economies feel the shock. And that's already happening. Oil prices have surged above $100 per barrel. Gasoline, transport, flights, even food prices are starting to rise. So yes, this isn't just geopolitics. This is your daily life.
Israel's role and regional tensions. At the same time, another development is raising concerns. Benjamin Netanyahu made a high-profile visit to Israeli troops in southern Lebanon. This happened just as disarmament talks were about to begin. Many analysts believe this move has further increased tensions and complicated diplomacy. Now, with diplomacy stalled, attention is shifting toward possible military escalation.
Heightened global security. This is no longer just the US-Iran issue. Other major powers are stepping in. Countries like Russia and China are pushing back against US actions for regional security. They are calling for immediate ceasefire, diplomatic solutions, inclusion of Iran in negotiations. Meanwhile, countries in the Gulf, like Saudi Arabia, are staying cautious, trying to protect their own interests without escalating tensions. Even US allies like the United Kingdom have shown hesitation in supporting the blockade. This shows one important thing. The world is divided.
Economic impact. Here's what this crisis means for everyday people: higher fuel prices, expensive flights and shipping, rising food costs, market instability. Stock markets have already reacted. Major indices dropped, signaling fear among investors. Economists call this pricing uncertainty. The longer this tension continues, the worse the impact becomes.
Debate inside the US. Even within the United States, there is disagreement. Some support strong action, saying it's necessary for global security. Others, including commentators like Tucker Carlson, argue this could drag the US into a larger conflict that may not serve its interests. He argues that Trump has been pulled into a war that doesn't serve US interests, suggesting that intense lobbying and extraordinary pressure from Netanyahu are the real forces behind the new naval blockade. This raises a deeper question. Who is shaping foreign policy, and at what cost?
So where does this go from here? There are three possible outcomes. Best case. Pressure leads to renewed talks and de-escalation. Middle scenario. Economic pressure rises, tensions continue. Worst case. Full-scale regional conflict with global consequences. Right now, the world is watching closely. Because this isn't just about one region anymore, it's about global stability.
One decision, one waterway, one conflict, and the entire world feels the impact. The real question is, will diplomacy win, or will dominance take over? Drop your thoughts below. Stay informed, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe to our channel, Maz Reporter. Thanks for watching. Peace.